So not too long ago, Cenat proposed the idea of a streamer university where small creators would come together and help each other grow as creators. But this has gained some backlash recently. He brought this idea up like a couple months ago, and then he even dropped a trailer too, which I gotta say is very well made. Kai's trailers, like same thing with that Kai and Speech show. He really brings in some high quality trailers. I say that he should just stick with movies in reality, and I think he did say he wanted to become an actor or something like that. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, he dropped a trailer for that like 2 weeks ago, no more than 3 weeks ago, and recently he showed us who will be the professors and the 150 people that were selected for the streamer university. And let's say it gained some backlash. Now, to start off with the streamer university, now it may sound pretty dumb because it's just like, why would you need to learn how to become a streamer? Well, obviously you need to learn some aspects, but like actually needing a university like courses on it doesn't really seem necessary. It kind of sounds like a scam, but the more you think about it, since people are actually coming together, it's like it's more of a networking kind of thing, if that makes sense. It's not like a Ninja's masterclass from a few years ago, that bullshit, whatever it was. People, small creators can actually come together and work together, do collabs, learn from each other, and actually have their content grow. So now that Kai did that just a few days ago, it seemed it really wasn't what it was. But let's start off with the professors. Of course, we expect the professors to be, well, streamers, people that have been in the game for a while and people that clearly know what they're doing. So let's go and take a look at that. So off the rip, this is already kind of crazy. We already have like DDG. DDG is our first professor. I think that's kind of crazy considering the like allegations that he's going through. I don't want to speak too much on the DDG and Hal Bailey situation that's going on right now, but he has worked with some artists that are also pretty bad themselves too. So maybe this could just be bad timing, but I really don't want to put on bad timing. Kai needs to know his environment, bro. And DDG just being the first one is kind of insane. Look, you already got people saying L's in the chat, which is actually kind of crazy. But he tried to like justify saying that there's always two sides of the story. And yes, I do believe there's always two sides in the story. So, but it's generally insane. And I kind of think that he should have had him like, I don't know, on some kind of pause. But DDG as a streamer professor though, I don't know. Like maybe if this is like music or something, I guess I could see it. But like, what DDG even do on stream though? Does he even stream like consistently for real? Like I've seen clips. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely not sitting through like a 3-hour stream. That's another thing. Look at this shit. 3 hours 40 minutes to reveal all these people. It's generally kind of insane to me. Okay, so here we have it. DDG, Chris Next Door, Agent 00. So we have 3 AMP members. Cooking with Kaya is insane. India Love. Who the hell is India Love? I feel like I've heard this name before. India Love, bro. If she's a fucking OF chick, I'm gonna be highly upset. India Love. I have seen her before. We have I Am the King. So I don't know all these guys. I don't know all these streamers, but I do recognize some names. Like I'm Dante. Okay, that's cool. Duke Dennis is near. Okay, great. Zayas and Blue. Are we serious, bro? Zayas in Blue? Spell orange, the fruit or the color? Which is faster, sound or light? Ah. Are you really doing that, bro? Okay, but these are streamers nonetheless, though. They're streamers, they make content, they've been in the game for a minute, and I guess I can understand the pick. Now, some guys have actually came out and already started complaining how there's not like white creators on this list. Now, I don't know a few of these guys. I don't know who is I'm the King of Fitness. I don't know who Aim High is. So I don't know if they're white or not. But some guys have tried to put backlash on Kai Cenat saying there's no white creators and stuff like that. Now, let's be real. We're going to keep it a bean. Yeah, Kai is one of the biggest streamers. If not, he is the biggest streamer on Twitch. But let's be real. That nigga was barely making content with white people in the first place. He was barely doing it back in the day. He was barely doing it now. You don't even see Aiden Ross on the list. Probably because of Twitch, that Aiden Ross is not going to be on it. And that's another thing I forgot to mention now that I'm saying Twitch. It even has its own category on Twitch. But we're going to get to that in a minute too, because I'm thinking this is really just a fraudulent thing. Now we're about to get to the list, bro, and let's just get this whole thing. I'm not counting if this is 150 people, but when this list got revealed, I realized that this might be one of the biggest frauds that I've ever seen. So most of these guys, if you watch streams, and specifically like black content creators, you will recognize some of these names. Now this guy is blocking like 20 people of it, but hold on. Oh yeah, there's a lot of these guys that have already have a platform. TB Vinks, bro. TB Vinks already has a platform. Brooklyn Frost, I'm pretty sure related to Deshae Frost. And Deshae Frost alone is genuinely insane. I made a video on my other account, Denny. I'm probably just gonna post this video on my main account. We're gonna see how things go. But having Deshae on this thing, which is kind of crazy, considering the fact of his controversy, not even like 5 months ago, like literally beginning of this year, Kyle would have to know. And the fact that Deshae Frost is on here is crazy. We have Quan from Cozy, the clothing brand. No Limit J, I know him. Rakai, where was Rakai? Yeah, Rakai is right here. Rakai is crazy considering the fact that Rakai already blew up thanks to Kai's influence. Same thing with Ray from Kai's influence. These guys already had a platform. Dabo and Aya, like Aya with Dabo, like are we talking the same guy? V Boogie? I already know these names. Now I'm not gonna go on to every single name out here, but I promise you, like the least followers on Twitch or YouTube has to be 20K, no less than that, because I promise you, get on here. Someone go on. Just pick a random one. You know what? Let's do it ourselves. Let's go on the Social Blade. You know what I'm saying? Let's go on Social Blade. By the way, y'all go check out my Twitch, zelsharpe. But let's go on Social Blade right now, right? We're really gonna do some investigation. Social Blade. This is for. Oh yeah, there's Twitch right here. Okay, perfect. So let's pick. Let's see. Who do we want to pick? Jamal. Like, that's not gonna go through. But let's see. Salt Gummy Bear. Okay, cool. Salt Gummy Bear. So they already had 48,000. And let's see. When was this thing revealed? This thing was revealed on the 17th. She made a following on that 17th. As you can see, she has gained 164 followers. Okay. That's cool, but these are followers on Twitch, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how much her YouTube would be, but let's see. No, that's the Social Blade. Let's go back on YouTube. Salty Gummy Bear. Oh, okay, well she doesn't seem to have a YouTube, but she already seemed to be pretty well into Twitch, you know what I'm saying? I definitely wouldn't call that small. Like, maybe not many people know her, but I definitely wouldn't call her small due to what she already had before. Because she only reached 100 followers that day. Let's pick another one. Let's see, Janky Rondo. Okay, Janky Rondo. Why not? Let's go on Twitch. Janky Rondo. 38. Okay. So there are some guys. Let's see. 17th. Okay, he has gained some. On this day. Look at this. Already gained some on this day, the 17th, which is when the video got uploaded, and he has reached some too. Now I looked up some of these guys' names, and some of them did have a pretty low following prior to these events. But as you can see, some of them did already have a drastic blow up, even prior to that. Like, for example, I looked up Janky Rondo, and he did gain some a lot. So these guys are still fairly new, but it's a shame that it's still a mix of new content creators and already established content creators like Quan and No Limit J and other people like that, like Ray and Rakai. Light Skin Monte, like I just peeped that. Light Skin Monte. Some of these guys already have platforms, so we're mixing small creators with already bigger ones. But those bigger ones already have platforms. It does seem a little bit unfair, and I'm not gonna lie to you, our wasted slots. let's look up another one. So yeah, Primate Page is also like a new creator recently. Now she has 5,000 followers. And of course, what's it called? The 17th has boosted her John up just pretty much a little bit. But yeah, it seems that she's also a small creator too. But some of these guys could have, some more smaller creators could have been in there if it wasn't for these already established creators taking up some slots, like for example the Shay Frost, which I generally kind of think is insane. So here I am on the Streamers University page, which is still up. By the way, you can still enroll now, and of course, when he first dropped this Google Doc right here, it did crash the site. I'm not even gonna go ahead and try and freaking apply. I mean, obviously it's been closed, but let's take a good look here. You can even enroll as a professor too, but we know damn well Kai did not accept any professor applications for that too, because I'm really starting to get a feeling that this was nothing but mainly connections. I really hope that there were people who got accepted that weren't connected to any streamer. Like, I'm not saying that they should just pick randoms, but I'm actually looking for like a genuine research, someone that they were actually looking for, which I'm really doubting that they haven't. So far, I don't know who Primate Page is, and I don't know who the other Rondo guy was, the guys that we checked earlier that did kind of have a low following at first. But I really hope that they're just really not just connections. Like, I don't want just mutuals. Like, I want to actually see if it's actually genuine, actual people that's been in the game. Someone that literally, like, these guys don't know is what I'm trying to say. Actually, like, underground is what I'm talking about. So let's read in. So apply, wait for acceptance letters, move-in day plus orientation day. Will actually be having dorms and stuff like that. Benefits of being a streamer university students. So your academic story will be on display in front of not only your audience but many audiences as well. As Streamer U, all students and creators and professors are creators. There will be cameras everywhere streaming to a variety of audience to many different platforms. Meet other creators. This entire event is collaborative effort involving many creative peers, industry leaders, and professionals. You will have the opportunity to organically meet with everything, which is a good thing. This is basically like networking. So actually learn useful info. While most classes will be fun, entertaining, and collaborative, some classes will actually provide quality information on how to better yourself as creators, your future success, and importance to us. So the fact that he already started off with actually learn useful stuff, something tells me that they're not actually going to, or it's not going to be most of the time where they're actually learning something. Either way, most of these guys already know how the game is. They already know what the move is. So notable courses, and the first one is sex education. Yeah, the Shay Frost definitely gonna need this course. Business management, which is definitely a good one. Music production, okay, I guess. Film and acting, which I guess too, and many more. I mean, if you really want to be acting, then yeah, this is definitely a good one too. You know what I'm saying? So if you read a text, you can just jump and scream around like how Cenat does every single time. So I do see some like business management, filming and acting. I guess that's one thing. Music production, I don't really know. I mean, if you want to be what's that studio called? FL Studio streamer, right? Then I guess this is the course for you. I forgot what the class is called. What's the class is called? That is not really a required class, but you could just do it just for the extra credit. I forgot what it was called. It's not like Encore or something. I forgot what it was called. Dude, I forgot what it was called, bro. I mean, shit, I ain't graduated high school. I only graduated high school like 2 years ago, bro, and I already forget everything. Sex education, I really don't know what this is, but hey, a lot of these streamers always got some allegations with them when it comes to sex and shit. Remember when Cenat apparently had the allegation with the when he was paid in OnlyFans like a prostitute or something like that? I mean, Kai beat the case obviously, but shit. I mean, I don't know what kind of sex education they're teaching. Like, most of these guys should have already learned sex education in high school. Shit, even middle school maybe. I don't know why you gotta reteach a 25-year-old person sex education again. But if this is what helps you to become a good streamer, then I guess so. I guess so. I'm not really sure. So, let's see. So Twitch Cenat. So now that we're on Twitch, we can actually let's go look up the category, because yes, this is a real category. Streamer. Yep, there it is. There it is. Streamer University. There's already followers to this like that, and people are streaming on this under the Streamer University tag. So that's actually pretty funny. So yeah, Streamer University. Here it is. Like this is an actual real thing that even Twitch really approved of. Now, why I bring this up now is because I'm generally starting to think that this it may not be entirely like um like an instructional thing, but I'm really leaning towards the fact that it may be a skit, like some kind of freestyle skit. You know what I'm saying? Freestyle definitely wouldn't be the word, but improv, I guess. I'm not really sure what the word is, but basically they just do whatever they got to do, just as long as it is under guidelines or policy. Make sure they don't say any out of pocket stuff. Make sure that it's not a PR disaster. Basically, what I'm trying to say, just do whatever you want as long as you're in the green area is basically what I'm trying to say. So if we're gonna keep things real, and I really don't want to sound like a hater. I think what the image was is a good thing. Kai was trying to do a good thing, but at the same time, it just wasn't. What he really wanted to do was just have a big collab. He basically baited like a bunch of his followers. Now, of course, he did do a stream like a couple of days ago as well, where he was basically saying like, oh, if you haven't made content like the past year or 2 years or nothing like that, and you're only making videos now after he made the joint, you're not getting accepted. He's not accepting OnlyFans chicks. So he's already making the filters and stuff like that, which is good. But once again, he still kind of baited majority of the people, because the majority of the people he already accepted are already established creators that people already knew, that people already grinded and already made it to the top. And it's just a shame to see that Kai is barely addressing this. And he did say in a stream that he wasn't gonna do another Streamer University after this because of the backlash. He tries to justify saying like, oh, this is entirely free. This everything is all on him, like funds, everything. He put his own money into this. The PCs, he said he spent $500,000 on PCs, mouse pads, equipment. I mean, yeah, this is great, but Kai, you giving it to the wrong people. You giving it to already established people, bro. Why can't you give it to someone like, I don't know, zelsharpe TTV, bro? Why couldn't you give it to, I don't know, Jada Neutral, bro? These are streamers that have been in the game trying to grind as hard as possible. Now, I'm not saying that it should just be industry plans and stuff like that, but if you grabbed a team, did some research, you know what I'm saying, actually looked at people's stats, see the type of streams that they do, then yeah, bro, this would probably be a very genuine thing. And I'm not gonna jump at Kai too. I'm gonna jump at some other people that also applied. I chose not to apply because I was just like, okay, first of all, the thing crashed, so it's just like, yeah, I just feel like I'm not gonna get in there anyway. But if I really had that much hope, then maybe I would have. But you know what I'm saying? But I knew it wasn't gonna work out like that. But there are some guys that are really like, because he did say that like, oh yeah, they're gonna be dorms and stuff like that. So you're obviously gonna be moving locations and stuff like that. There's apparently guys quitting their jobs and stuff like that. It's actually crazy thinking that they're really gonna get in. Like, bro, why are you quitting jobs and stuff like that to get into something that you have a 0.001 chance into getting, bro, or just zero entirely, bro? Considering looking at the list, bro, this is clearly biased, bro. I feel like the picks were pre-planned even before he dropped the trailer. It's genuinely insane. It's just a shame to see how things are going at the meantime. Like, I'm sure Kai and the people that he accepted, people that he already knew, are gonna have a great time just there. This is really gonna benefit their content, that's definitely for sure, but it really did not benefit underground content creators, which is genuinely a shame. But at the same time, bro, what can you expect at this point? You know what I'm saying? But it really did seem like a legit thing at first, you know what I'm saying? Google Docs and stuff like that. But if you really thought about it, bro, especially after seeing the list, bro, you realize that it was just 1-0, bro. There was no chance of just small creators making it. Kai wouldn't know them. Kai and his team have exactly no idea who these people are, so it's like it makes no sense for them, at least in their perspective, to bring random guys onto their team, not onto their team, but onto their campus or whatever. So of course they just wanted to pick people that they already knew, friends of themselves, and friends of friends is basically what the plan was. It's just a shame that is the way it was promoted. That's why Kai is getting the backlash, but that's really on him. He should have just done some kind of networking event. For example, like Quan holds events of his own where basically it's like a clothing brand. You know, people who got the money that can pull up and show their clothing brand. Now that's a good example for those who don't see. Like he definitely opens like little spots up, and it's basically like a con, if that makes sense, like a clothing brand con, if that makes sense to some of you guys. He'll just open one up in Atlanta. Clothing brands, small and big, they all come together, bro. Cause I got a friend, bro. He definitely small. He definitely small. He definitely underground. That basically pulls up, and yes, he be hanging with Quan and them because you know that's actual networking. That's actually collabing. Make you actually seem known because Quan is already doing it right, but the way Kai's doing it, it's not already right because he only picking niggas that are already known. Like he already set a gate for that too, which is crazy. He only setting gates for people that is known and people that wanted to actually be there, genuine creators. They just making them spectate. But yeah, this is really all I have for today's video. For those who really did quit their job trying to apply to this thing, bro, I do want to say that you are kind of an idiot, though. I'm not gonna lie to you, but once again, I really hope this turns out well for Kai, the actual event. You know what I'm saying? I know he's facing backlash, and he does kind of have to take accountability for how he kind of promoted it. It just wasn't okay, man. You did bait a lot of people, bro, just for big streamers to get in. But yeah, that's all I got. So make sure y'all have yourselves a good one.